G'day trendsetters, today I'm coming to you from downtown Waldron, Arkansas, which I believe is right in the fringes of the Ouachita, I think it's pronounced, forest. Before I kick off my ride, I'm going to conduct a short tour of this small town, and then I believe I've got about 48 miles of rambling through some interesting forest roads and other terrain. Let's get cracking. So here's a view looking down Main Street, and there is the theatre I was standing out the front of a moment ago. The weather today is a bit doomy and gloomy, but I should be hopefully clear of rain and so on. There is the former First National Bank. Wild horse, gun and pawn. An informational plaque about Waldron. Here we have a large rooster, no cock jokes please. And here be the local courthouse, which looks to be non-operational. Maybe there's another courthouse in town. It's a beautiful looking building, but it appears to be empty. Even though this courthouse appears to be non-functional, there is a Veterans Memorial, which is quite common in front of most courthouses I visit in the United States. And here we have a mural for the town of Waldron in Scott County, Arkansas. Here we have another war memorial, this time for the Korean War. And right behind is the Scott County Memorial Hall. Adjacent to the Scott County Memorial Hall is another Veterans Memorial, which appears to be for all veterans from this county. And here we have a local stockyard where cattle are brought in, I assume, for sale, auction and so on. Apologies to the vegetarians and vegans watching this video. I am vegetarian myself, I don't talk about my diet too much, but we show everything, well I show everything here on the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel. Here we are from the other perspective, the Waldron livestock auction, every Thursday at 11 o'clock in the morning. On the right is the Scott County Sheriff's Department, and here we go, this is the Scott County Courthouse, at least the modern day version. Nothing personal, Scott County, I thought your original courthouse was much prettier. Here we have City Hall for Waldron, Arkansas. Not there, right there. Super donuts. Those are beyond regular donuts. Rusty's. Hello, what are you up to? Going for a walk? We're about to roll out of town and begin our mixed surface adventure. The first climb out of town is very steep. If anybody is wondering, this is a route of my own design. I've never ridden here, hoping for the best. It's an exploratory ride for sure, and I encourage those watching this video to do the same. I'm riding alone. As you can see, no worries at all. Today's route, I'm expecting to take me into, I believe it's the Ouachita Forest. If I pronounced it incorrectly, my humble apologies. There are likely going to be some dodgy roads, so I might have to reinvent the route during the ride. And I've mentioned this before on the channel, I believe. This sort of cycling is not always for the faint-hearted. You need to have a sense of adventure, like to explore. Hello, you're up for a friendly trot. You stay home, lad. Don't run too far. That was the official greeter dog of the first mixed surface road along today's route. Cloudy skies, temperature's about 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Absolutely bloody perfect. I think that's about 22 Celsius. Yeah. We have our first serious climb on the menu. It's about 5 kilometers long apparently. One thing's for sure, it's going to be a serious test of my one by Campagnolo e-car review bike, the Ridley Canzo Fast, which by the time you see this video I may have posted a review of the grip set or the bike. If so, that review will be linked in the description below. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you too. Here lies the steep part of climb number 1 of 5 for today. Part 2. This 38 by 44 gear is super handy. If you hear any clicking sounds in the video, it's because I forgot to lube the seat rails of the saddle. So pardon the noise. But you can admire this lovely view. I believe it rained quite a bit in the area last night, but the roads thus far are primo. This is definitely some kind of managed pine plantation. Horses ride around here, judging by the poo. Okay, descent time. And I have no front camera, so I have to place both hands on the handlebar. Just thought I'd show you very quickly the descent I'm about to bomb down. There is a ton of water at the bottom, so I'll be tiptoeing through that. But it's pretty tricky terrain, a lot of rocks and whatnot, so I won't be killing it. Bombing is not going to happen for sure. Unfortunately, the Ridley has these super aerodynamic handlebars that are not round, so I can't attach a GoPro camera mount unless I source something to hang beneath the computer mount. I'm also killing my aerodynamics with my snack bag right there by my good friend Kai of Kai Venture Bags. I'll link that bag and so on in the description below. There's a nice view where I came from. There's the water tower of sorts and a view of the valley below. And I still have not crested the top of this climb. So another step or two. I have to say, trendsetters, this route I concocted is looking pretty bloody marvellous. Wee bit of sludge-a-rama here. One of today's goals is to try and keep this kit somewhat clean. These Conti tyres are doing a pretty decent job of shedding this mud, which is quite sticky. This is definitely the sort of road you want to take an ATV or something like that. Ugh. Okay, the climb is complete, number 1. I've got some descending ahead of me. So both hands on the handlebars. A wee bit of sludge on this descent. Next gravelly sector. Oh, wrong line. This is a pretty long sector, 5.4 miles. Nice. How beautiful is this, trendsetters? Giddy the f up. That was a pretty tasty descent. Shame I couldn't film all of it. And look how murky that water is. What's going on there? Something upstream is a bit fishy, methinks. Well, this is a bit of a bugger. There is my track across this huge pool of dodgy looking water. Looks like I can cross over some rocks here. Let's hope I don't go arse over into the water. Well, a few of you might say, you're soft, John. Good thing is I can reroute around this nasty obstacle, because there's a good chance I'm definitely going to dunk myself in this bloody crap. Whatever it is, it's tainting the water. This is the beauty of these touchscreen devices. I can easily reroute, pinch, zoom, all that sort of stuff, because my phone has zero service out here. There is a chance this reroute may not traverse this water obstacle I showed you a moment ago. Fingers crossed. I have a feeling that dodgy water could be runoff from this facility here, which likely houses chickens. Unfortunately, those poor little buggers live in some pretty horrible quarters, laying eggs and so on. Anyway, I'm not here to preach about diets and whatnot. I think plan B is working out splendidly. Canadian geese, this must be an assembly point or a landing point or a resting point. And there's a cow stooging around the place, having a gander as well. Frogs hiding in the woods, in the water, everywhere. Conditions, as you saw, are a little bit dusty, but locals are pretty friendly. That dude gave me plenty of room. Bit of dust, obviously. Hey, what's going on, woof woof? On the right is another pine plantation. This one is fresher than most I've seen on this route. A nice little water crossing. I'm going to tiptoe across. As you can see, this water is a bit dodgy. Remnants of a wooden house completely blitzed. Wonder what happened there. The post office for Bowles, Arkansas, zip code 72926. And they've got a really nice plaque on the wall. Look at this. There isn't too much in Bowles. I'm going to keep rolling. I'm on a bit of a time crunch as usual. Return to the woods and the next gravel road. It's getting a wee bit steep again ahead of us. Loss of property and thieves end up being a valuable informant. No warning shot. Thankfully I'm not going through that gate. That's a pretty solid warning though. This next climb is insanely steep. There we are, the Steed, the Ridley Canzo Fast with the Campagnolos, the E-Car 1x13 drivetrain. And I've stopped momentarily upon a 14 to 15% grade. Look at the views. I'm almost falling over on the grade here. Rolling back into Waldron, Arkansas. What you doing, boy? Yeah? Yeah. Well, I think that about wraps up today's video. I chopped off about 20-ish miles of forest, gravelly roads and so on from the video, only because you saw a lot of the preceding forest roads which were quite similar. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel, and don't forget to click the bell button to be notified of future videos such as this one, other ride experience videos, product reviews and other madness, as all of it is released to the channel. I'll see, here we go, whoops, you in the next video.